Previously on Lily's Home Design.
I did some pre-work and I have my color palette and my aesthetic palette. And I want the focal point of the room to be on the wall. Oh, I thought it was on wheels. Isn't that amazing? Last night, we had a table that got delivered. Slowly, the house is kind of coming together, which is just so exciting to see.
This episode of Lily's Home Design.
Welcome back to another episode. For this week's episode, I love this format, it's so exciting. We are going to finish up the murals. Finally, I'm going to give you guys a tour of the whole entire office. Now, picking up where we left off, we were just about to start painting the skyline that goes into the woman's skirt.
I had a bunch of footage, but I think Annie may have deleted it before I could edit it. We actually filled in the skyline.
Oh my goodness, it looks amazing. Look at the whole effect that it gives. I love that building right there. That one's my favorite with the holes on the top because it like reminds me a lot about myself, just like something's missing, you know? Dad used to work in a building that was this exact shape. So actually it's kind of like a little resemblance of my dad.
Plus we drew the beads that connected to the interlocking Chanel logo.
Cool. Literally looks so good and so perfect. I don't even know how. You guys can go watch the last video to get completely caught up on everything that we did. As I said in the last video, I don't want for the focus of the room to actually be on the furniture or the decoration. I really want it to be on the wall, and I want to have you go in there and it just be like an experience that you don't get in a lot of places. So like inspiring, girl boss, powerful, but also classy and elegant.
So the part of this that you guys didn't exactly see that much is that for the mural, I didn't have this grandiose vision of everything that I wanted right there. It was very much like Legos or building blocks that I would do one thing at a time. And so between each mural getting finished, I would have a brainstorming session where I would decide what goes next.
We have a new design. So that signage is going to be right there.
I would then spend a little bit of time communicating that to my mother, who was amazing and talented and hardworking and the best ever, and she would paint it. Then I had another brainstorming sesh for the other side of the room.
And the new idea that I have for this corner of the room, I've changed this corner quite a few times, but I have the tape. And if you look at it this way, you can see an L and a V. So it's like the Louis Vuitton logo. And I have it at an angle because I want it to be hanging from balloons. In the book right here, it has these gorgeous heart balloons that I want to be going up the wall this way and kind of onto the ceiling. So it's gonna be like this really like whimsical, kind of really pretty scene. So I actually am gonna go out to the store and buy a piece of plastic that we're gonna cut a stencil out of so I have the Louis Vuitton logo. So I got this placemat to cut the logo out on and then a little knife to do that. I didn't come here for these, but I definitely want to get some extra roses for my flowers. Okay, we're going crazy. Ooh, that is strong.
We cut the logo out, stuck it onto the wall, and I took a stab at painting it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's fluffy. That's what happens when Lily tries to paint. It's fluffy. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's melting. Oh no, too much paint on it. Well, I thought. I'll fix it. Where would I be without Shona? Mom fixed it. It's not bubbly and fluffy anymore. How does that look? It looks perfect. Actually, it looks so good.
Finally, we were gonna get to use the pinks.
I like that color. Doing like the effect where they look like they're opaque. That's so cool. I can't wait till you attach them to the Louis Vuitton. It looks like it's pulling it. Yeah. So right about here, where the blue tape is, I outlined where exactly I want she designed the life she loved quote with like curly pretty beautiful writing.
My fantastically talented friend Sullivan came over and was so excited to do the lettering on the walls because my mom is amazing at painting, but she didn't really want to experiment too much with lettering.
I love hand lettering, and I was like, how could I just have this as a little side hustle?
Also, if you need a wedding photographer, let her know.
Designed the life she loved. Or is that like totally grammatically incorrect?
She designed the life she loved. She designed the life that she loved.
I know, I'm like, I don't know which one.
I feel like they both sound fine.
Miss Gardner would be quaking right now, but it'd probably be easier for you if you'd had one last word to do. So we'll just go with she designed the life she loves.
Where they run really closely together.
Perfect.
Loved could be from here down. Yay.
Amazing. Oh, it looks so much cooler without the blue too.
It looks so good.
It looks so good. Thank you so much. It's amazing. Yes.
Cleanly, removes cleanly.
Right here. Okay.
Well, you don't want to cover up that D. Put one down near the E.
Right here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then we need one for the bottom.
Okay, maybe like
Yeah. Oh no.
right there.
I like it. We just gotta find a place for the really big one now. So I decided after another brainstorming session that this room would not be complete without a bunch of boxes. Oh, cool. So Mom is drawing that currently on the wall underneath the signs. That looks so cool. I want to get a new vase for the flowers. For the one that we had, it was a bit shaky.
This is my favorite part. It's time to decorate.
Pretty much all the stores around us in our area have been opened. I can't find any vases. The most I found were some mason jars, but that's not really exactly the vibe that I'm going for.
So make this moment in history known that Target actually one time didn't have the exact thing that I needed. I'm heartbroken. This is a candle holder. Might work. Maybe I'm not looking in the right places.
I really hope all of my flowers fit. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. I have really enjoyed this project immensely. It has been really freeing and a really good distraction from everything that's going on. There are more flowers in here than I thought. That fits so much better. It's a lot bigger on the bottom, a lot nicer. I retract my previous statement. Target has once again had the exact thing that I needed. See, the vase that I was using before is better suited for pen holder, and then I have all of these stuff that I started moving down. So I'm gonna start actually slowly decorating in a way that I see fits. You guys know it is a big deal when Lily wears her hair down. But finally, let's take a look at the office before. It was honestly really dinky and really odd, and when we bought the house, we looked at the room and we were like, what? What are we gonna do with that? After putting, I would say, a good 40 hours of work into this room, mostly my mom, and I created this. I literally can't believe that 2 weeks ago, this room looked pretty much like that. That was my idea. That is literally the only mood board that I had to go off of. I found this amazing chair at Target and this pillow. I want to be sitting at my desk, but I also want to have somebody to be able to speak to me when I'm actually doing my work. So I honestly couldn't be happier with this room because it's right off the kitchen. The kitchen's right over there. It's super accessible for me and it's just so my vibe. I'm just so pleased with it, really. I loved letting my creativity just go wild and my inner aesthetics and my inner loves just really came out. Ooh, I love it. it. Being in here, I feel already inspired to like change my life and do amazing things. Comment down below if you guys love The Office. I seriously could not be happier with it. I will not ever be able to not stare at the walls and just like love them in awe. I hope that you're inspired by this in some way or another. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys later.